Elections in West Bengal were historic. Not only Bharatiya Janata Party swept to power, but TMC has been broken into two on its own accord. A lot of people are saying that this is Shuddhikaran of the West Bengal politics that is taking place. A lot of people are also saying that this is a big change. It's not as if TMC that replaced left in a historic election, BJP's victory symbolizes something very different. And that is, it will be different in form of governance, it will be different in form of how Kolkata will be run. On this issue, I am joined by Minister in Charge, Municipal Affairs, Women and Child Development, Social Welfare, Agnimitra Paul. Madam, thank you so much for joining me on this interview. Let me begin by saying that how will BJP be different from TMC in context of governing West Bengal, because the basic criticism of TMC was that it incorporated the entire apparatus of the left parties when it came to power.
No, we are very different, and we have proved it from the very first day. We haven't completed even 1 month right now, but our Honorable President of the party very clearly said, and today's Chief Minister and then Leader of Opposition Shubhendu Adhikari Mahasaya also said that nobody from TMC will be taken into the party for at least the next 3 months. So we were very clear about it. Secondly, we are very conscious about fulfilling the promises that we have made in our manifesto. So there are an innumerable number of promises that we have made, and we had given a timeline, when we'll be fulfilling it. And that, we are completely, I will not say on time, but before time. First cabinet meeting that we had, Honorable Chief Minister passed this, that we'll be giving land to the BSF, which was held for the last so many years. Even after Honorable Supreme Court saying and asking the previous government to give the land to BSF, they didn't give. And not only, the people of Bengal were, there was issue of security, not only with the people of Bengal, but entire India. So that we have started giving Annapurna Jojana, instead of Lukhir Bhandar, the 1500 rupees that previous government started, we said we'll be giving 3,000. We started that. And there are innumerable number of things, the RG Kaur case and other cases of post-poll violence have reopened. Sound pollution more than 50 decibel is not allowed, whether it's a masjid or a mandir, or it's a BJP political program or a TMC program. You can't do, you will not be allowed for this kind of sound pollution. You will not be allowed to sit on the road and barricade the road and create problem for the people of the city or of the state. So that's a very strict no-no. So there are innumerable number of measures that we are taking, and people are really appreciating that.
Let's divide this conversation in a number of parts. West Bengal, or the Bengal, was was at one point of time a very industrialized place. Under the left party rule, it underwent deindustrialization. The sort of urban decay happened. TMC was not able to do much about it. How will you ensure urban renewal in West Bengal and reindustrialization, where West Bengal has been lagging?
We are, under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister, we are extremely pro-industry, and already, a lot of industries, lot of chambers are in touch with us, with Honorable Chief Minister. They want to come to Bengal. The reputation after the Tata left, they were forced to leave in 2008, and the way they had to leave, the reputation of, how friendly the state government was regarding industrialization, that had completely destroyed. So we are extremely pro-industry. Yesterday also, the Daj port that we were supposed to have, the Adanis were supposed to do. We are doing it in a different place, and it's such a shame that the last government, almost I think 30 to 50 crore, if I'm not wrong, money has been spent, and now we are getting to know that the place is not right for a port. The Taj port that we had, so we are doing it in a different place. But these fake promises were given. Every year, these global Bengal summit, business summit were held. People came from all over India, from abroad also, but there was no industry, no investment, nothing. So we are very, very serious about industrialization at the same time with our farmers. We want them to prosper, survive, and a lot of things are also happening with the farmers also.
Is there a special plan, madam, from Kolkata? I mean, say, for example, in Karnataka, entire Bengaluru division is treated very differently. They have a special plan. In fact, political parties create Bengaluru specific manifestos during elections. So will your government have a specific plan for Kolkata?
See, we started the plan for Kolkata much before with a, we are coming up with a big expansion in the airport area. So logistics is very important. Once you are welcoming investors, the logistic development has to be there. And with this road and municipality under my department, we are, planning, we are making a DPR with, a ring road in Kolkata. Because Kolkata is completely now very, very congested. So we need a ring road. So logistically, we are developing these things. And Honorable Prime Minister, when he came during elections, he mentioned about many other hubs. It is not only about Kolkata. Kolkata is there, but there is Asansol, from where I belong, Durgapur, Siliguri, these Singur. These will be the trading hubs, the industrial hubs. Asansol is the coal sand belt. So over there we are planning to make the metro, which is not underground, which is like overhead metro. So logistically, we are trying to develop these places, bring up smart cities. New Himalayan cities are coming up. So West Bengal as a whole, whether industry, whether tourism industry, it has to be developed. So Honorable Chief Minister is extremely, serious and enthusiastic about these
now
plans.
tell me, because the number of times we had conversation when elections were being held, you always spoke about infiltration. Now you are in power in West Bengal. BJP has a government at the center. What are you going to do about it? How will the infiltration end in West Bengal?
In our manifesto, we had that in our first cabinet meeting, we are going to pass this promise that, which we made, that the land, which was not given to BSF even after Honorable Supreme Court instructed, then also the land wasn't given. And in the first cabinet meeting, Honorable Chief Minister passed this. And already the process of giving land to BSF, the work has started. Land is being given. The process of identifying these Rohingyas and infiltrators, Bangladeshis, or from other countries, the process is on. And what Honorable Chief Minister says, that we don't want to kind of spend again state's money on these people, putting them to jail. So it's rather that we identify them and hand them over with their documents to BSF, and BSF gives them to Bangladesh.
Madam,
if need be there, then we are having holding centers where 24 hours to 48 hours, 2-3 days, they'll be there and they will be handed over.
Madam, tell me, why did TMC implode? What's your political assessment? I think it's very rare for a political party to lose election and then undergoing a split as big as that. I do not recall in recent political years, 20, 25 years, I have been in journalism, that such a split has taken place within 3 days, 72 hours. Why did it happen?
There has to be an ideology for any party. Whether you are a criminals party, you're a rapist or a murderer's party like TMC, a corrupt party, or any party, you need to have a foundation, something on which you stand. But this party didn't really have any kind of ideology as such. And the way 15 years, I still remember when I was in probably college when Mamata Banerjee came to power. And, the way people loved her, respected her, what not she could have done. But 15 years, the way she supported corruption.
Did you support her when she came to power? Did you support her when she came to power?
It was never, I was not very much into politics. But yes, I was happy that, a woman has come to power because I wasn't into politics that time.
I know that. That is why I'm asking the question. At that point of time when you were in college.
But I was happy that a woman has come to power. And we had seen, though I was in school that time, we heard Shahi Bari and, the atrocities left date on the people of Bengal. We knew that when we were in school. So when she came, I feel right now that what not she could have done. But the way and why she supported this kind of corruption, loot, she being a woman, atrocity on women, Abhaya case, every day women are getting tortured, no jobs, no agriculture, nothing. People are just going out as migrant laborers. So I think this is one thing, like it was just intolerable. And the way she spoke, the way she carried herself. I mean, there can be a victory or a loss, in politics. But the way she carried herself, the way TMC party carried themselves, whether in Tollywood, in the film industry, whether in the cultural world, whether in, in industry section, everywhere there was so much of audacity in the ministers, in their leaders, that nobody can do anything to them. People going to police stations, your FIR is not being taken, criminals are roaming and they are supporting the party and they are just left free. So I think all these reasons, and another reason is, Mamata Banerjee's love towards Abhishek Banerjee. Like, we know like Dhritarashtra, how Dhritarashtra, loved Duryodhan. And then that was the end of the Kauravas. I think this is something which Mamata also is a reason, her love towards Abhishek. And the other party members always being left out. And, Abhishek doesn't have any contribution to the party. There are much more senior leaders who were there from the very first day when TMC was launched. And they were sidelined, and it was only Abhishek and Abhishek Banerjee's, the way he spoke, his audacity, even, when at the last days of the election, standing on the car, and he's saying that, after 4th, we will play the DJ and you will see who's your father. And, the way he spoke, I think. This is the reason probably today.
I know I covered that election. I remember I was that day. I got the chance to interview Mamata also.
And I feel that, like myself, I have left my career, my fashion designing profession, just to kind of serve the people. I want to be under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister. That was my dream, and serve my people. That is my passion. I mean, somebody can have some other passion also. But why do you do, politics to see this kind of a day when Abhishek Banerjee, what he was, and today people go in front of his house who didn't dare, there was so much of police around his house, and so people found it difficult to even cross the road. And today, middle class, low middle class people are going in front of his house and spitting in front of his house, abusing, shouting, yelling. So, I mean, you are there and you are being thrown these eggs, shoes, chappals. Why do
Te-
Rajniti politics
Tell
for
me one
what? To
thing. You,
see
you are now
baby?
in charge of municipal affairs. You are also now in charge of women. What will you be doing? What will you be doing
We
in these
have
departments?
we already started, thinking on this. We have launched an app called Swachho, which is a geofencing app. In 10 municipalities we have launched, and every week we are taking 30 municipalities in the loop. You just download this app. You take a picture wherever there is garbage. You take a picture and you send it, and within 2 hours, the municipality person will come with the team and clear the place. So we have started this. With with this concept, geofencing concept, we are launching another app from the Women and Child Department. Whenever a woman is in trouble, if she has that app, she will press the button, and immediately the closest police station will get the notice and they'll be there to help her out. But it is, I feel it is not only about apps and not only about, police personnel being there. It is about your will, the government's will. The police that time was instructed, whether formally or whether in front or whether, silently, that you need not, take an FIR when a woman is getting, troubled, or whether a women atrocity is happening. And if TMC is involved, then you need not come, you just ask the women to just keep shut and send her back home. It is a will, because every day we saw women getting raped. From 6 month to 80-year-old women were raped, molested, and the government gave a rate of compensation to these rape victims, and there were categories: half rape and full rape. How disgusting. So, I think this new government has the will. And Honorable Chief Minister, in every third sentence, he says, and the other day also we had a meeting in Nabanno, our headquarters, where police was said that, you need to take step. If any atrocity happens on a woman or a child, and if you haven't taken any step, if I come to know, I will not spare you. This was the instruction from the Chief Minister. So, it is about the will of the government.
The will of the
And
government
I'm
also
very
rests on the
proud.
pocket of the government. I don't think right now West Bengal is in the pink of financial health.
No, we are not in the pink of financial health. I mean, 8 lakh crore debt Mamta has left on her head, on our head. Almost 50 to 70,000 debt on every citizen's head. So we need to, kind of struggle through this, and at the same time, kind of keep a balance between the things that we have promised. The Annapurna Yojana, 3,000 rupees that we are giving to women. Again, we had promised, we started from the first cabinet we passed, and every woman will be getting, every eligible woman will be getting. In the last government, we saw Rohingyas and Bangladeshi infiltrators getting this Lokhir Bhandar, which is our money, our taxpayers' money, and so many men getting. Now we are investigating and we are getting thousands of NEM who are Lokhi Chile, not Lokhir Bhandar, but they were probably Lokhi Chile. So, a lot of things are happening.
And Madam, before I let go of you, I'll come back to the original question. How will BJP ensure Shuddhikaran of the Bengali politics? Because this apparatus that got incorporated by TMC continued to function. So it's a legacy. When I use the word apparatus, I mean people and the political culture at the ground, which was sustained by the left, which led to hooliganism on the street. We have seen those photographs where the party and the police all came together, against civil society. Same apparatus function under TMC. How will you ensure that apparatus is not absorbed by your party at ground level?
That to our honorable president of our party, Mr. Shumik Bhattacharya, the day we won on the 4th, and the then LOP and today's Chief Minister Shubhendu Adhikari very categorically made it very clear that no TMC person will be taken into the party, inducted into the party the next 3 months. And even if somebody is taken after 3 months, the person will be decided, analyzed whether the person is fit to come to the party, and then only the person will be taken. So we are very, clear about these things. I mean, what happened with CPM time, we know all CPM hooligans, they came to TMC, they changed colors. And now on the 4th also, these TMC gundas and hooligans and TMC cadres, they overnight they changed and they, put on saffron colors on their head and with a BJP jhanda, they tried to prove that they are big BJP supporters. But we are very clear about it. We are not going to take these kind of TMC people.
Madam, thank you so much for speaking with us and best of luck. I hope this administration is smoother than the previous one. And thank you for making time for News9.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.